All right, guys, welcome to Sprint 77 of YakShaver. Let's kick it off. The email. So our sprint goal was to complete the YakShaver desktop app proof of concept with Tauri. That's not done because we found that Rust was not viable and we have moved to Electron.
Why is Rust not viable?
Sam, would you like to give us some context?
Sure. So the initial, for some context, our initial assumptions were that Electron and Tauri were pretty compatible with one another. They're not too different. The upside of Tauri is that it's much smaller, so you get a littler program in the end. The cool thing about Rust is that it's really fast, but there's a ton of downsides and caveats to that. So number one reason is that Rust is an incredibly difficult and not verbose, but specific language. And no one knows it. And the only two people who kind of know it are me and Brooke. It's just not, in terms of compatibility with our work culture, it's not great. The second problem is that it's a systems language. So it's not like C#, it's not like JavaScript. You use Rust to write drivers, use Rust to write video encoding software, use it for low-level systems.
Yeah.
Operating systems, yeah. It's not bad for that kind of thing, but when you're trying to do something simple like record a screen, we're not getting any benefit from what Rust can offer. Whereas if you just use a browser API, so the media recorder, that'll take you much less time and you won't notice a difference. So for that reason, migrating to Electron is a better idea. You get a bigger package size, which sucks, but you get much faster DevX, and when it's a product in its infancy, that's probably much better business-wise for the short to even medium to long term.
Thank you, Sam. I think that's an excellent proof of concept to work out that it doesn't fit, and I think you should be commended, Sam, for, I know you like Rust, and I know Brooke does, and to realize it's going to, like, I know it would have been fun to work on and learn to, but I really am impressed by that decision you guys have got to. Yeah, Great work.
Cool. And let's move on to that. Okay.
Party time.
Yeah, timesheets. So Zeno, me, Sam, Stephen were on full-time. Tom was part-time, and Bob was on part-time.
Did Zeno work a Saturday?
Yeah, it was on 6 days.
Oh, go Zeno.
Yes. So, yeah, to the backlog. So the first one is the YakShaver Tauri, as we previously mentioned. So that is marked done, but we've moved to use Electron instead.
Right.
Next one, bug update work item status on cancellation. Baba, can you give us some context for this one?
Yes. So when user cancels YakShaver in the middle of process, it wasn't updating the status to cancel in the database. So now it's fixed, and whenever user cancels it, it will correctly rectify in the database as well. So, yeah, that's fixed.
Do we see that in the portal?
Yes. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. In the portal, we can see now canceled status. Previously, it was showing the pending, even user canceled it. So,
yeah. Nice.
That's it.
Yeah. So that's fixed. Next one we're going to mention is usernames not sorted alphabetically in the portal. Tom.
Yeah, so before the sorting of the users in the portal were based on the ID, since we use a GUID, it looks kind of random. So what we did, we defaulted now to created ad, so the newest users showing on the top. And then you can click the columns in the table to sort it by name by clicking on the name column, or the email to sort it by email. And yeah, you can sort ascending or descending.
Cool.
So
what was the default before?
The default was the ID, right. And because we use two IDs,
it
looks random.
Yeah.
And that was also requested by one of our clients, so we can send him an email that it's done.
Have we done that?
Not yet.
Okay, can we, because I saw the PBI is already marked as done, so can someone take a note to do that?
It's already written.
Beautiful. On to the next.
Because I need to get to you to figure out which client it is, because We have the name, but I don't know what his email address is.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
You can't find him in Dynamics from the name?
I haven't tried.
Right, okay.
Now let's move on. The next one is default tenant setup, update prefix flow. Yeah, so that's what I've done. This one.
So, sorry, I just heard you say that the default sorting is not alphabetical. You've gone with latest created to be at the top.
Yes.
Yeah.
But if you want to change it, you just click
Sure.
the
But why did you choose that as the default? With names, it's almost always alphabetical.
It was where we discussed it during daily, and in the end, we decided to show the latest users.
We thought that the most likely reason you went to the users list is to update like someone you just added, like adding a nickname or something.
Okay. Right, because I would think if I'm looking for someone, it's got to be alphabetical so I can find them. Otherwise, I can't find them.
For that, we have the search, right? So you type in the name,
Okay.
you find it directly.
So onto this default tenant setup. So what in the last sprint, I updated all the current tenants to use a new custom prompt. So we can see in this picture, this custom prompt here. Oh, it's a bit blurry. Actually, I'll just open this because I've updated the docs. So we have this prompt for current users, but after discussion with Callum and the team, we decided that this is probably good as for all tenants, so they can see sort of what it can look like for their own, if they want to edit the custom prompt to fit their needs. So now this,
So rather than being blank and they add a dev prompt on top of the system prompt, now you're actually showing them the system prompt and they get it.
yeah, and they can edit it, yeah. So, and yeah, docs have been updated to reflect this change as well.
Interesting.
Any questions on that?
So it says like language equals English, for instance, so they can change it to not English or whatever.
Yeah, they can, well, there's no,
Sorry, can you show us what the current?
yeah, sure. So it's just one change, so it's just a PBI title change. Like
Okay.
changing the PBI title depending on the options.
There's rules. Beautiful. I like that. So that logic was just sort of hard coded in the code.
It used to be hard coded,
Right.
and now it's been changed to
Nice.
be part of the tenant prompt.
So, but if we did delete it from here, or if you did something mad with the tenant prompts, that would make
We'll make it a bit mad.
Yes. Okay. All right. Is there a way for them to sort of go back to the default if they stuff it up and they want to go back?
No.
I
Not
guess
at the
just
moment.
look at another project and copy it back from another project, right? Because it's per project.
This is the tenant level, so there's only one.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
And only the
They could just copy it from this docs page. Because there's a copy of it right here, right?
Yeah, true. True.
Mm.
Yeah. Okay, cool. That's exciting.
Next up is Stephen with a feature, including assignees in the CC list. Stephen, do you want to give some context for this issue and
Yes.
how you fixed it?
Yeah, sure. So before we had the logic in our code. So when a person is becoming a signee, we remove that name from the CC list to prevent duplication. But later we found that there's more benefit if we put the person in both CC list and the signees. For example, if a person being assigned to a work item and later he's being removed and assigned to this project being this PBI being assigned to a new person, the previous person might still want to get an update. But if we remove that person from CC, that person does not get any updates.
Have we
And
solved
also-
the problem where they were getting updated twice though?
No.
So if we
so
assign it to someone, do they get 2 emails about it now?
No,
No.
GitHub will handle that.
Okay.
And also, there might be a chance if a person being assigned to a project, but that person does not have access to that project. The PBI. So YakShaver won't add that person to any places, so that person does not get notified. So if we add that person in CC list, that person at least going to be CC'd.
Yeah, so there was an issue where if let's say in this case, Tom didn't have permission.
No. Adam assigned the PBI directly to me, and with our previous logic to not duplicate the users, we removed the assignee automatically from the CC list. And Adam specifically looked for me under the CC list in this case, which I wasn't there, and raised that issue. So that is now fixed, which makes sense because if a user doesn't have permission to that project, YakShaver,
Signed it.
YakShaver
Yeah,
can assign that person anyway.
Yeah, makes sense.
But we can at least tag them and they would get an email notification.
All right, cool.
Yep, that's all for the issues that we wanted to cover. Is there any
Let me have a quick.
else that catch your eye?
Every single item in the sprint got done.
Yep.
Pretty impressive.
So there's a couple with
Is
zeros.
that the first time that's happened?
I think the past few sprints have been pretty good.
Every single item done?
I think I can remember one other one where they were all done.
Now, did we benefit from cancelling the Tory POC? Because obviously we didn't have to spend all the time completely building that. We just sort of said, well, it's not viable, so we'll mark it as done, not planned. That might have contributed to getting everything done, I suspect.
Cool.
Why are you snitching, Callum?
Sorry.
Yeah. Nice.
Nothing. I can move on.
I'm happy. Yeah.
Code coverage remained the same, 27.7%. We had one production release this week. Application health, availability was at 100%. Everything looked good. Fail requests were 404 requests. And I'll look to see if I can remove these for next week. So we only show actual issues because these are people trying to access WordPress, non-existent WordPress pages.
Right, okay.
Do we have a PBI to remove those?
I've just added it as a reminder.
Okay.
Monthly usage. So we have Brady at the top, then Adam, Josh, Eddie, Gilles. Pretty good numbers this month. Product roadmap. I think there wasn't a change in any of them.
I've got plus 0% in Dash. That's something.
Interesting. Dash.
So none of the PBIs were in the.
Yeah.
Because those PBIs should have been in the top.
That's a good point.
Thing, right?
Stephen, can you write that down and I'll have a look at that after the sprint?
Yeah,
I'll
sure.
update this.
Yeah.
Thank you. Move on. Backlog stats. We had 77 new PBIs. 90% of them had the YakShaver label, which is really good. 53 of them were completed for a net change of plus 24 as of today. For R&D, I just listed the whole team was working on the Tauri app, which required a lot of research onto Rust and everything. AI tools, I think the only changes were people dropping, Stephen and I dropped Cursor as we preferred VS Code with GitHub Copilot more. And Sam has started to use ChatGPT occasionally.
That's going to be a legacy of your time here, is that I sort of maybe sometimes use AI if I must. Quick thing on that. I know we didn't get access to GPT-5 through the API when it first came out, but it's been out for a while now.
It still requires, Rob has asked me weekly to have a look and I've checked and still
Waitlist.
Still a waitlist.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Now, we have 21 tenants. Is anyone giving them any love? I think that should be your job, Lewis.
Not that I saw. I think
you got to be reaching out to them every week.
Yeah.
Touching base. I noticed you didn't do a yak shave. Could you do one? I really want to get your feedback. Check that it's working for you.
Yeah, so we've noted.
We could also spin up Jay to try and help you with that as well. So because that's kind of related to what his job's going to be as well.
You could,
I've noted that down in my notepad, so I can catch up to that afterwards. But yeah, one extra tenant, install that. Install the Teams extension. No increase in active tenants. No shaves created.
That's actually, I just thought of that, Adam. Can we add Jay to this summary every week?
to this call?
Yeah.
No, I don't think so.
Because he needs to be the biggest expert in this
He
product.
just needs to be talking to Lewis.
Okay.
I don't think he'd doubt him.
Okay, remember his job is to talk to people every day about YakShaver.
Mm. Yeah.
You don't want him to know what we're working on or what the latest features are or something like that. No.
I don't think he has any technical knowledge.
Yeah, I want to give him some.
I'm not convinced.
Okay.
Let's continue. So SSW did 62 shaves, so that's +2 over last week. Copilot stats. So I talked the most, and then Callum, Stephen, Zeno, Sam, Boa. So Tom was with me, so that's why there's probably a bit more talking from me today. The main action point. So the summary was to implement. Develop YakShaver 2.0 MVP using Electron. And
Several tasks were implementing video recording functionality, integrating FMMPEG for videos, setting up video hosting. Where are we doing the hosting?
Like video hosting, like YouTube.
Okay. Extracting and processing transcripts, configuring the MCP host. Okay. All right. Sound about right to everyone?
Yep. And you've seen the planning that it's almost one-to-one.
Okay. Good.
Cool. And the sprint retro. So some of the things that went well was that we failed fast with Tauri. So we found out that Tauri wasn't a good idea quite early, which is good.
Give that a gold star. That's good.
Let's put a gold star there. Amazing. Completed everything we committed to complete.
Yeah, amazing.
Coming back. So Sam said coming back to the JavaScript community was refreshing. And also not needing to read Microsoft documentation is the best thing in the world.
So, who hurt you, Sam?
Microsoft documentation, man. Evil.
Okay.
And Jenny mentioned that moving the video hosting from Tauri to Electron was easier than he expected. What didn't go well? So Sam really liked the short sprints. The ceremonies are way too bloated for 1 week sprints. Yeah, last review was almost 4 hours, I think. And for me,
how long has this one been so far?
2 hours.
2 hours. So we've halved it from last week. That's good.
Yeah.
Still a bit
for
too
me,
long, but sorry, carry on.
For me, customers not using YakShaver in the past 2 weeks didn't go so well. One needs to improve. So Tom mentioned reaching out to customers, getting their feedback to improve the UX and find out what prevents them from using it. And Sam said that it wasn't clear whether the Tauri or Electron app was supposed to be a POC or MVP. Yeah, so that was a bit of a communication issue.
It was a POC.
Well, we
Requirements
started as an MVP, and then we realized that the concepts weren't actually as proven as we had assumed. Because going into it, it sounded like, it's all doable, and we just need to do it. In which case, we don't want to write a throwaway proof of concept to just redo what we already did in the brainstorming. We want to do it for real. But then we realized actually doing this stuff in Rust is way harder, and it turned into more of a POC, I guess.
Right.
Yeah. So, any comments? Feedback?
No, that's good.
Yeah.
I guess we should put in what didn't so well that some customers seem to be getting stuck during sign up process, which we should follow up.
Yeah.
Yeah, we should be calling them on the same day that they get stuck.
YakShaver was.
Sure. So
Yes, Sam.
Yeah.
Your hands
I
up.
was going to say, if there are issues with customers getting through what you might call the customer F5 experience from nothing to something, then maybe it's worth documenting very clearly what that process ought be, so that then we can test it and run it properly to make sure that it always works the same way. And maybe even inspect that there are too many pain points. Because ideally it's just click, download, go. If it's not that, then maybe we need to find those points and fix them.
Yeah, unfortunately it's very not that. It's many steps.
Yes. Cool. Anything else?
No.
Nope. So let's move on to the planning. So for sprint 78, it will be a 1 week sprint, and we'll come back on Tuesday. So the goal will be to finish YakShaver 2.0 MVP, which will be done in Electron.
MVP, not POC.
MVP, yes. So here the list of tasks, or the list of PBI. So you can see it's very similar to what the AI Copilot review was. There's going to be video recording, FFmpeg, video hosting.
What's FFmpeg?
That's that's the program to convert videos from a video to, we're going to take the audio out. So that makes the file.
Oh, right, like when we switched
Process it.
Yeah, yeah. So in YakShaver 1.0, it was also with FFmpeg. So
Okay, cool.
So I noticed that 100% of effort is being spent on the, the MCP solution essentially.
Mhm.
Any of the feedback I've given you guys getting done? Anything in Stephen's inbox or Tom's or Lewis's inbox getting done?
I didn't have anything in my inbox.
You're free?
It's there.
Free of Adam?
It's done. Yes.
And what about you, Lewis?
I think I have, they're all features. I mean, I can go through with Callum and see if we should prioritize.
I will tell you, if it is obviously not going to be used in the MCP solution, I don't want it.
Yep.
But if it's like a server-side thing, it's going to be in the portal, you definitely want to do it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
100%. Yeah.
Makes sense.
And the same for you, Stephen. So if you've got those and you're unsure, ask me.
Sure.
Now, I also think you need a little bit of community work on here as well. You want to make sure that we start now with the newsletter going out. So if we could add that to Tom's backlog for this sprint, that would be good. And also check that Discord is going to be similar to Tina. We want users helping each other as best we can,
Sure.
because you're going to get more and more free users.
We do have the Discord. So
Yeah, but I'm not convinced it's being used.
yeah, I don't
Yeah.
think it is.
Good.
Anything else?
No.
Nope.
So does that mean we need to pull out a couple of items to be able to fit those in? Or is this for next sprint?
What are we fitting in?
All the stuff Adam just said.
I mean, mine just
What?
contact
Ask
things.
someone to do a newsletter.
Yeah,
Yes, sir.
newsletter, Discord, talking to clients.
Yeah, so Tom doesn't have to do all those works. He doesn't have to make the blog. He doesn't have to make the videos. He just needs to liaise with marketing to make sure it gets done.
So that's exactly what I thought.
Mm.
It's just kicking off, talking with them, and
Okay, I still think
We-
we should.
We probably should add it to
Yeah.
the sprint so we have visibility of it. I don't think we need to take anything out there. I don't think it'll
Okay,
take too long.
that's what I meant.
Yeah, fair enough. Okay.
That should be there.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Maybe YakShaver after this before sending this email.
Of course. Yeah. You can do that. Cool.
No, it's great summary. Thank you.
And
guys.
this video will be on the YouTube channel. Thank you guys for watching.
Cool.
Bye.
Thanks, Lewis.
Bye.
Bye.